Well, my favourite RPG over the last few years has been The Witcher 2. Came out 2011, but it is 2015 and we have a new Witcher.
Yep.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and we have certainly been on the Wild Hunt, haven't we?
We have been. We've been spending way too many hours in this game just because it's been so much fun.
Yeah, and approaching this game straight off, the first thing you notice is it is a very pretty game.
It is.
And what I came into it, I've been playing it on my PC. I was expecting to have to build a new PC, and it runs fairly well on older tech. So I'm very surprised. But that said, if you have a beast, you can crank it up to 4K, then Uber sampling and all the hair works. So if you want to get the most out of this game, you can make it look absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's not great on console though, but let's not talk about that.
Well, if you're playing it on a console, you're still getting a fantastic
It's true.
game.
It's true. The gameplay itself is still there. It's been simplified a little bit, like the alchemy, the bestiarity, it makes it a whole lot easier just to know weaknesses, bosses, or enemies, and everything. But the gameplay itself and the combat, it still has that really nice fluid of like Witcher 2 style.
Yeah, it has been, well, simplifying the mechanics a little, but the mechanics are still there, and they're still very enjoyable.
Yeah.
So with this new approachable Witcher 3, I think probably one of its strongest points is its writing and its world as well, because it's not necessarily just, this is the good option, this is the evil option.
Yeah.
This is The Witcher. There is no good or evil options. There's always other things that happen.
It's murky, it's grey, it's real life. It's the thing. It really feels like it's drawing into the world that almost mirrors our own, except fantasy.
Yes.
There is no black and white. There is always like a more mature, like deep story to it. And The Witcher hits really, really well, and it always has, really. Since like Witcher 1, there's been a lot of morality that's not just, are you the light side or are you the dark side?
Yeah, and they've brought in a lot of really good voice actors as well. For a Polish company to bring in names from Game of Thrones to star some of their characters is absolutely fantastic. So the main storyline has a very well produced, great story.
Yeah.
But that said, a lot of the side quests as well, they're not just do and forget. You can get fairly invested in some of these fairly short side quests.
There's like, you know, a lot of small side quests, and even the ones that have like connected stories. Like, you know, you've got 3 or 4 quests that make this really dark, scary story, and then you're like, what is good? What should I do? And it's a really, really well written story.
It certainly is. I think in the end, this is probably one of the best Western RPGs out there, and it's definitely worth giving a go. If you like your RPGs, there's a lot of content there. You can probably get 40 hours out of the main story, but there's hundreds of hours of gameplay there. Absolutely hundreds.
And dynamic beards.